Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and as you can see Keith's busy in the garden, and we're 3/4 finished now. We've just got a pagoda style archway going up, and he's worked his little cotton socks off here. I daren't ask him what he thinks of it, he might gesticulate. So let's just come inside now. I'm supposed to be making him a cup of tea, and this is the what's this one? Oh, the Masdevallia Pyxis, the one that I've got in sphagnum moss. I've just had a couple of leaves that have died back on me, and I don't know why. Oh, come here. But otherwise, that new growth's coming along fine, and the other little one, if we just stay focused on that for a minute, that's the other one, and this is the Mediocalcar. Can you see that one? And that just sits in here. So I'm just going to take you into the grow room now. Right, I'm in the grow room now, and I've just turned the 2 fans off, and it's like a furnace in here, but it's only 22.9, and let's just have a look at that. Yeah, that's still progressing nicely, that nice flowering fluorescence there, and it's school time, so everybody's be banging the car doors and everything now, and let's just have a look what I've done today. I've got the Sideria japonica, that's down there, having a drink. This is what I've done with the Vandaceous types. This is Vanda Peaches, and now if you remember I had it in this pot here, and with a stone. But I need it more hydrated, so what I've done is I've put it inside an open basket. I've just put some grow stones at the back there just to wedge it, and it's got sphagnum moss, so it's not wrapped like a kokedama, if that's how you say it. And so that's that one there. That's the other one. This is similar, but what this one's I'm allowing this one to do is put its little roots down. And I'll keep some water at the bottom there, and gosh, these are only watered yesterday afternoon and they're bone dry again, so I shall have to water them when we've come out from the garden. And this is the Vanda Miniata XL, and what I've done with this one, I thought about taking this one out of this basket, but then I checked the roots yesterday and they were too far adhered to that little square basket, so I don't know if you'll see in there. Can you see the roots down there? There's just a tiny residue of water, and that's enough. I don't need to worry then. There's always this little amount of water at the bottom, and the same as the Vanda Hallucinari. And because I checked yesterday about perhaps doing this in the kokedama style, and there's those roots there. So I've always got a visual now, and there's that little one, the tuberlobium, in that little homemade aquarium, which I'm dead chuffed about that. And now let's have a look at this one. This is the Samira, Phalaenopsis Samira. Now if you look that that little flower in fluorescence there, and it hadn't flowered when I received it, is dying back, but there's a new root appeared there. Can you see that new root? And there's new roots there. And if you remember, I took the sphagnum moss away, so I'm waiting just to see whether I can keep it hydrated enough without having to put any more sphagnum moss back. And the same with Phalaenopsis amboyensis, and that's doing fine. That root there is almost at the end. So just looking to see whether it's sending any more roots out, but that one isn't sending any more roots out at the moment. And so if we come over here, let's have a look what's happening over here. These are the ones that are in the Kokedama style. Can you hear? But it's not crispy underneath there through those holes. Crispy on the top, not crispy down there. So I shan't water them yet. This one, which is Falcata Shootanu. No, that's not dry enough yet. And everything else, I keep waiting for that leaf to drop on. This Phalaenopsis Parishii, but it hasn't dropped yet. But otherwise, these will all have to be watered again shortly. Can't believe, it's this warm weather, you see. And have we got any roots appearing yet on Chia Yinlin? I keep looking at desperately thinking I might get some roots, or some sign. But I've got no sign at the moment. So otherwise, I think everything's fine in here. I haven't even watered yet the J.O. Candy, because I've been out in the garden with Keith, busy helping him to put everything right in the garden. Not that I'm much use these days. And that was that Phragmipedium that I repotted last night, and I've put it the inner pot in this one. So I think this is all at the moment in here. I don't think there's anything that I need to that's jumping out. I don't think there's anything at the moment like a new let's have a look, like a new spike or something like that. Wouldn't that be wonderful if I'd got a new spike appearing? I mean, that's good news with the little Zorro, and you see those roots are completely bone dry now. So that will get a little bit of water later. And that's my Colopakingi, and that's doing well there. And oh, there's the. I'll put this fan on, and then I'll let me switch it on, and then I'll just go down on one knee, and then you'll see to the extent that I'm just going to go around now. Watch this. That this corner. Can you see now? Oh, it's lovely when I just kneel down here and just wait for it to come back now. And this is the Collagenea burfidiense that I repotted yesterday. Can you see how they all, even the Phalaenopsis breeze. The Thunia bensonii in the corner, checked it yesterday, took a couple of the dying back leaves, but I'm not worried because that is supposed to die back. So at the moment, I'm not worrying about that. This is a lovely corner here. See, these frags blow lovely. It's just a very, very nice corner. And the ones that are in this corner do appreciate. There's the it's the Tankenvillia, Fias Tankenvillia, and that likes it there as well, because that likes movement. So just bear with me a minute now. So while I'm just inside waiting for the school traffic just to disappear, I thought I'd just bring you on the windowsill. This is in the living room, and these are those succulents that I had from Aldi in October 18, and this one, I think this one's Gollan, Crassula variety Gollan, and look how big that's grown. They love this sheer net here, and that's doing wonderful. That's just a Christmas cactus, and that one's watering now. I got this the other week, and I thought this one was called oops, let me have a look now, I can read it. There you are. Crassula arborescens, silver dollar jade, but I don't know whether it is. Anyway, this one here, this is a single portion of it, and I'll show you the other portion there, because that's got two. There were three in one pot, and it was a pot no bigger than this, and it wasn't till I come to check the roots and do a repot that I realised it was actually three plants. And got all mess all over the windowsill now. And this one here, I got this. I think this is a cactus, no name of course, and I loved this one because when the sunlight hits it, can you see it goes very pale green, and it reminded me of the Eden project where everything's under this kind of a shaped dome. So I was really thrilled with that one. I can't remember how much this was, maybe £2.99, I'm not sure, and it came in this little silver type container, and this is the other one. I don't know whether I'm in the right light. I have no idea what this is. I'm assuming this is a cactus again. There we go. And this one, it has like a spiral effect. I love this one. Now I'm not sure, at some point, where is it? And they might be dying back now, but I can't find it. Isn't that just... Around the spiral, it looked as though there was lots of little flowers going to appear. Maybe that's a bit better, is it, in the light? You know, and I can't see them now. Oh, I thought that's unusual, it's going to flower. But knowing my luck now, it's not going to flower. And this is the other one. Now I've repotted this. This was one of those succulents, and I think this is called peperomia. Yep, peperomia. And I've repotted this one. Let's see if I can get her nearer the light. And that's, there we go. That's really come along. That was a tiny little thing, and it just loves it here. Just on this windowsill here, just behind this sheer curtain, and it loves it. Oh, and there's that other one. Can you see the other one with the two little cuttings there? And there, see? So for that one, I can't remember, I think that was £2.99. So I've got three of these for £2.99. So I'm dead chuffed about that. And of course this is the chocolate something. Right, I think the traffic's nearly all finished now, so we'll bob into the garden quick. You'll hear the background noise, that's Keith. And he's shoveling gravel now. Well, it's not gravel, it's granite. And he's been at this for hours now. So where I'm sitting here, and you'll see the pond area now there, and this is like a contorted hazel here, and this is another one here, and I don't know whether we're going to be actually sat on this seat, but this is where this pagoda style seating area is going to be. So let's not get under Keith's feet, because otherwise he'll be shouting at me. So there's little Golland's house, and see, everything's coming to life. And let me see if I don't really like to walk on this gravel now, because he likes things to settle in. Well, if he shouts at me, I'll tell him he's on camera. And then he'll have to stop shouting, won't he? So, here we go. These are these new metal things, look like little flowers, don't they? And frightened to death of wobbling into this pond. And I'll take you around that side in a minute. So, Look at this acer. This is coming to life now. And all of the acers. And this is that lovely pink camellia. And the frost and that cold weather did start to dampen it off, but I think it's all right now. And there's that other one, that's the variegated one. The maple. I'm supposed to be, I told you I'm supposed to be making him a cup of tea. He'll shout at me in a minute. Well, he won't really, but he might do. There we are. And let's have a look where Ali's gone. I don't know if you'll see him down there. I daren't step too close because he's waiting there in the water. Can you see him? Let's take you in a bit. Because he's parcelled to a bit of leg, so I believe. And the thing is, he moves round. He moves round with the wind. Oh, look, can you see him moving? Yep. Love him to bits, I do. Oh dear. Let's just move you out a bit. There we go. Otherwise I'm going to be too close, aren't I? And we've got the, I just call it a water buttercup type flower there. I don't know what it is. And so this is the bed that we moved, and well, this is extended, this part. This is the part, of course, where the heathers have been put. And look at that, you see. He leaves his tools everywhere. Let me just have a look over here. These are the little auriculas which are just coming into bloom. Some of them round the side are already in bloom. And look at that. You don't disturb a man when he's at work. Hello, Mr. East. Love him to bits. Oh dear. So you'll see this different coloured gravel. Well, that's because he's been topping up this morning. These are these tubs. All the crocus are out. And tomorrow, when I'm due back at work, it's going to be nice again. The temperatures are rising. So wouldn't that just rich you off? Look at that. But these parrot tulips, they've not quite opened yet. So let's... oh, but the forsythia has. Look at this. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to back this way now, so I don't show you all the mess over there. And that's one of the little wall brackets. Now the aconites are dying back. That's that nice variegated thyme. I think it's thyme. Tulips are all coming out there. And we've been sat here this morning. And of course these are the, I've shown you these before, haven't I? But it's worth having another look. Well, I think so anyway, because, and then Keith's actually been and painted this wall art. There you are. There's that auricula. Lovely that one is. That's one of those that has like a dusting. Beautiful that is. And I want to call this periwinkle. Keith said it's not periwinkle, but I don't know what it is. I think it looks lovely. Look at that, how it just cascades. Absolutely lovely. And there we've got one of those primulas from Aldi, so we're doing very well. I've had to snip off the tops of the pansies this morning just to get them reblooming. I have to be careful where I just stand. And this is that planter full of these very unusual daffodils. I don't know what they are, but they're absolutely lovely. And we've got a big pot full there. These are some chives that we've had delivered. Only two, you know, for culinary purposes, but I'm going to put them in the garden because they have little beautiful yellow, lilac flowers on the top, and I think they're absolutely lovely. And that's another one, and I think there's tulips coming up there. Yes, there's tulips there. And this is an unusual one. You can see the buds just starting, and this is a white forsythia. Now it's only tiny, but we need to grow that on. There's that other auricula. That's a double one. So I should stop nattering really, because while I'm nattering the camera's running and I've only got 7 minutes left, and I want to take you into the front as well. And that's another acer there. That's in that companion with all those blue pansies. And that's the area that Keith's got to work on now. These are paper whites, these here, and I've put them in this bed now. Excuse the noise. I've put them in this bed now with these little conifers just to grow on till these die down, and then we've got to decide what we're doing with this corner. These are anemones coming through. And then round the front here, it's been absolutely glorious, I can't tell you. And as soon as I decide to come outside and do a video, the damn sun goes in. So doesn't that just, that's the standard peony, of course. And tree peony, that's what they call those. And so let's just quickly zoom round. We've only got 6 minutes left. Look at this for a standard rose. Look how quickly that's coming. And these are the snapdragons. Oh, we've even got tulips out here. That's because the sun's brought those out. And neighbours are going out now. Traffic starts. This is just under the living room window. And I could really do with spending half an hour out here. Might do that when we've had a cup of tea, just a dead head. We've had several days actually of torrential rain, and everywhere's sodden. But there we go. And this is the beautiful blue clematis, which it's a companion to this yellow rose here that climbs up in this corner. And if I go down here, this is the patch of scilla. We've got these all over the garden, and I absolutely love those. And of course this is the other standard rose here. So I've not been in here, and there's bound to be some weeds. All the peonies are coming through rapidly. And I take you around this side. That's another maple just starting to bring out its leaf. So we'll walk back round this way, back under the arch, which is open now. And you don't want to just look at bare gravel, do you? See, there's the wallflower. Some of the wallflowers are out. And so everything that we moved, when we made these beds smaller, has all taken. I don't think we've had one thing that's not come through. So I'm really chuffed about that. So we're back in the back garden, And there's the wallflowers coming through. We've still got one of the Christmas rose, there's the scilla. We've got tulips to open there. And I walk round this way. We've got the denticulatas, which are the white version. And, oh dear, look at that. That's a slug eating that flower. But what else can you do? So I'm going to back up here now. Take you back out again. And that's eventually, now when it rains, all this which looks white now will actually turn red, because that's the nature of the granite. And when it's damp it turns red. So, and then next weekend it's Mothering Sunday, so the garden's done now for us to sit in, and hopefully, knowing our luck, the weather won't be good. So from me to you, take care. Bye bye now. I'll just focus in on this little pot here.